Behind every rescue animal is a story, like Kaya, the Caracal kitten, who was left on our parking lot here in the rescue zoo and abandoned by an anonymous person who has obtained her as an illegal pet. The exotic pet trade is a significant industry where there's estimates suggesting that the global wildlife trade is valued between 30 to 42 billions each year, where about 22.8 billion of that is contributed to the legal pet trade, and the rest is going towards all the illegal stuff happening around the world. Many of these animals end up in households where owners quickly realize they cannot meet their needs. Here at the Rescue Zoo, we see many different cases ranging from normal exotic legal pets to illegal exotic pets like Kaya the Caracal. We see a lot of parrots that live very long lives, and people don't always understand the commitment it takes for these animals. Some of these animals even outlive their owners. We also see many cases where parents get their kids exotic pets, where the kids lose interest and the parents don't know what to do, and they call up us and see if we can rehouse these animals, and it's a huge issue. It often starts with good intentions. People see a cute, unusual animal and think, hey, that would make a cool pet. But what they don't realize is that caring for exotic animals is nothing like caring for a dog or a cat. Social media often makes us think that having a Caracal in your living room or any other exotic animal could be a good idea. But the reality is much different. The smell, the fact that these animals are wild and potentially aggressive, and the challenge of stimulating them and giving them a good, natural life are often not considered. These animals end up destroying homes, hurting people, and living very bad lives. Here in the rescue zoo, we see both the legal and the illegal animals, and many of them has been abandoned because of people not understanding what it actually takes to care for these complex, exotic, amazing animals. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, exotic pet ownership increased by 25.5% between 2011 and 2016, with over 106 million households estimated to have owned exotic pets in 2016. Have you ever wondered how much 600 animals shit? This is it. The most common exotic pets include fish, reptiles, rabbits, and other mammals, according to pangovet.com. These animals have complex needs. They require specific diets, large enclosures, special temperatures, and a lot of attention. When owners realize they can't provide this level of care, they often feel overwhelmed, and that's when the problems begin. Abandoning an exotic animal isn't just cruel, it can also have serious consequences. These animals are often left in poor health conditions, malnourished, or traumatized. According to a study by the National Center for Biotechnology Information, mortality rates during the first 6 weeks after rescue operations for exotic animals were as high as 72%. The causes of death include dehydration, stress, infections, and poor care conditions, according to pangovet.com. Even if they survive, their problems don't disappear overnight. We see that animals who have lived in small enclosures their entire lives have a hard time adjusting to larger spaces. They need a very quiet and peaceful life to avoid stress. Many of them would never fully adapt after. Can you release exotic animals back into the wild after rescue? Many people have this Disney-inspired fantasy that we can simply release rescued exotic pets back into the wild, legal or illegal, where they will thrive like in the movies. But the reality is much more complex. Animals that have spent their entire lives in captivity often lack the vital survival skills they would have learned from their parents in the wild. They don't know how to hunt, they don't know how to find shelter or interact with others of their own species. Some have never even experienced their natural habitats. That's why releasing these animals into the wild isn't usually possible. It would be like dropping someone in the middle of the wilderness without any survival training or experience. The wild is where these animals belong naturally, but for those raised in captivity, it can be fatal. This is why sanctuaries like ours are so crucial. We provide them with the best possible life in the current situation while working to prevent more exotic animals from entering the pet trade in the first place. It always breaks my heart knowing the trauma that the exotic rescue animals have gone through when they arrive here to the rescue zoo. Some arrive with physical scars, but it's often the invisible psychological damage that requires the most careful rehabilitation from us and the staff here at the rescue zoo. That's why our work goes beyond just providing food and shelter. We create specialized care plans for each individual animals, considering their unique history and needs. Some might need extra privacy and quiet spaces. Others might thrive with more enrichment activities that other animals might not even be able to do because they are so traumatized and just need privacy, quiet, and a safe space for themselves. That's why rescue like ours exist, to give them a second chance at life, but one that is tailored towards each individual's journey of healing and not just a group of animals. Despite all the challenges that it takes to help these animals, we believe that it's all worth it. We are incredibly proud every time we can see an animal who's gone through hardship begin to come back and have a better life after what they've been through. Every animal here in the rescue zoo has a story. Like Luna and Nala, the lynxes who were rescued from a tiny enclosure at a zoo that got shut down, or Kaya the Caracal, who was left on our parking lot by someone who didn't realize how illegal it was to have a Caracal in their living room, or the kinkajous who were rescued from land pirates trying to sell them as pets. These stories are tragic, but they also highlight the importance of the work we do that unfortunately is still necessary because of all the illegal and abandoned exotic pets all over the world. So what can you do to help out the rescue animals or exotic animals in general? First, and this one should be a giving, never buy illegal exotic animals as a pet. Especially if you don't have the proper training, knowledge, and space to care for them. In most cases, people are not fit to really care for these animals, and it creates a vicious cycle. When people post videos on social media of exotic pets, it creates this cycle of inspiring other people to get or obtain, in some cases, illegal exotic pets. This cycle fuels the demand for exotic animals, leading to more being bred or captured from the wild, often under cruel conditions. In fact, studies have shown that almost a third of wildlife imports into the US consist of live animals. Reptiles, rodents, and birds make up the majority of these imports, posing significant risks to both the animals and local ecosystems, according to pangovet.com. If you truly care about animals, support ethical rescues and sanctuaries, and never get illegal exotic pets. If you want to take it a step further and help your exotic animals around the world, consider donating either your time or finance or a specific gift that could help out charities. We here at the Rescue Zoo live off donations. It makes us be able to continue to feed our 600 animals living here at the Rescue Zoo and help give even more animals a permanent home. You can also watch me live on Twitch, where I work as a rescue zookeeper here in the first zoo and rescue center for exotic animals in Denmark. I go live on Niko Rescue Zoo, link is in the description, on Twitch, mostly in weekends, where I take care of the animals and talk with the keepers and talk with you guys and show I want to say all the challenges that goes into taking care of 600 animals and more to come here in the rescue zoo. Well, in the first zoo and rescue center for exotic animals in Denmark. I'm not sure if I said that, but there you go. That's what we do. That's who we are. My name is Niko. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and until we see each other next time, maybe bring me a question down in the description so I can, see if there's more like this you guys want to see and hear, or if you like the video, let me know, guys. Take care.